my name's Nick. I'm with Sunshine State RVs in Gainesville, Florida. We are the #1 Class B RV dealership in the state of Florida. We are #2 in the whole United States of America. And the RV I have behind me this last year was the top selling Class B RV out of any Class B RV in the country. It is the Winnebago Solis. This is the PX, the pop top. This is the one where it has a pop top, it has a Murphy bed, has 4 seat belts in the front, 21 feet long, with a generator and an air conditioner. I mean, Winnebago has made one of the best entry-level style 21-foot RVs. I mean, this thing has all of it, but then it's also basic enough everyone can use it, and it has enough that you can go use it for a lot of different purposes. So we're in Gainesville, Florida. We deliver these for free. We flatbed these for free anywhere in the country. So you buy it and you're in Seattle, Washington, you call us, we will deliver this thing to your front door on a flatbed. Anywhere you're at, we can deliver these. I know you can find these anywhere, but you can't find what Sunshine State RVs has to offer anywhere. So we are fully committed to the customer experience, to making this easy and making sure you get the right RV and that everything is as easy and as good and as the best experience as possible. So this is a pretty cool van. There's a lot of vans like it. Coachman makes a great one. Road Trek makes one, a lot of different brands. But if you're looking for something with a pop top, you're looking for something that's about 21 feet long with a generator and an air conditioner, I think there's a few of them that you should be considering, and then you see which one fits what you're looking for the best. So let's dive right into this full walkthrough of this brand new Winnebago Solis. So first off, what I notice is the color. It's ceramic gray. I absolutely love the ceramic gray color. I really like that it's not bright, but it's not black. It is kind of in the middle. This has been the color of a couple of my cars that I've had. I do like the black stripes on it. The last person that bought one of these asked us to take all the stripes off. So there was not a single one of these decals on it. They want it all off. This one does have the black wheels as well. It does have the factory wheels and factory tires. There are some BF Goodrich, some like KO3s that you can put on here, and that does give it a little more of that all-terrain rugged look, feel, and capability. They also do make some lift kits for these. We installed some on one the other day. It lifts it a couple inches, improves the suspension in the ride, which is pretty nice if you're gonna take it off-road or other places. I do like that it is pretty simple. You know, this is your camping side here. There's not a lot on it. So if you did take all the decals off, it would not really look like an RV. I mean, there is a running board, but it wouldn't really look like an RV. It would just look pretty stealth, I guess, is the goal for it. So the back of the Solis is really where they put a lot of attention as well. So it opens up really wide back here, as you can see, and there's a lot of storage. So you do have storage right here. This is about 1 foot to 1.5 foot worth of storage. Even with the bed down, this is all stand-up storage here. There are these tracks, L tracks on the bottom, the middle, and the top. So you can really secure stuff on here with these hooks that they give you. So they give you these hooks here you can put in there, and you can use bungee cords or all kinds of stuff to really secure stuff in place. So that way, when you're driving or when you're sleeping, when you're putting it there, you can secure everything on there. The other cool thing about it, there is a screen back here. So what you would do here is just open this screen, and then you would bring it together, and then you would zip it down. And if you did want to sleep, depending on where you're at, so if you're like in the mountains somewhere and there's nobody near you, and there's no one near you except bugs, you can sleep back here with this screen totally down and shut and give you to where you're feeling the breeze and you can see out, but yet the bugs can't get in, which is pretty nice. Now, I guess if you're in the mountains, I don't know if there's a lot of bugs in the mountains or not. There are a lot of bugs in Florida. So this is definitely something, if you're on a beach, you're gonna want the screen because of mosquitoes or gnats, or there's this bug in Florida called no-see-ums. And the reason they call them no-see-ums is because you can't see them, but they're all over you and they itch and they drive you insane, but they're called no-see-ums. I don't know if other states have no-see-ums or not, but we definitely have them here in Florida. So this is pretty neat. So this is a rack here that you can make, and it just sticks it on there. This kind of pins in there, and a lot of different things you can do here. So let's say you have a wetsuit. If you have wet clothes or towels or a blanket, something you need to dry, you can hang it from here. They also give you like a curtain that you can put there. I don't know where this curtain is, but they give you a curtain. Anyways, they give you a curtain somewhere that they give you a curtain you can hang from here so you can have an outside shower. So to have that outside shower, what you would do is you would grab the outside shower and you would hook it in right here. You would have a curtain hanging from here, and then you can shower. Oh man, there's some water in there. You can shower just like this with the curtain here, and you have privacy. People do like that, especially there again, if you're out in nature and there's nobody around, you can have the curtain here if you want, but you can also just use the shower. They do make a little holder you can put there, a little clip, so that way you can also hold it. This is also great for cleaning your dogs, cleaning your surfboards, cleaning stuff before you bring it in the RV to store it. Then when you're done with this, it actually goes in there pretty nice to where you don't have to store something somewhere else. I am going to jump in here and just kind of show you. There is a lot of storage in here, right? So this is pretty great storage back here. Even with the bed down, you do have this storage. So I know I'm jumping in the RV a little earlier than I probably should, but let's say this bed is down. You still have this whole area right here of storage, even with the bed down. So if you're sleeping, you can have storage under there. You can have storage here, and you can still be sleeping, which is really nice. And then when you're ready to lift it up, you can just lift it up like this and store it there, and you got lots of space there. And I'll show you more of this when we're in the RV, but this stuff here, there is storage here that can be accessed from the outside or the inside, which is really nice. So they give you a couple different layers of storage. There's also storage here, and all of your water stuff is inside. So to winterize, de-winterize, your outside shower, your water pump, your fresh water inlet, all of that is inside the RV there, so that way you can access it inside. They bring it inside, so that way when the weather's cold outside, all of that's inside, so you can warm it up and it doesn't freeze on you. So it kind of extends your camping season and gives you the ability to not just camp when it's warm out. Something else I really like about these big back doors in the tow package is that you can put a spare tire here, you can put a box there, and you can use this as more storage and a spare tire holder. It gives you more storage. It also gives you a spare, so that way when you're traveling, you have the comfort of a spare. But it also looks cool. It kind of gives you that rugged off-road look. And the towing package here, you can tow up to like 3,500 pounds with it, which is a Jeep or a trailer with a motorcycle, trailer with some golf carts, side by side. So there's a lot of different things you can tow that are under 3,500 pounds. We tow cars all the time with it. We have a little Nissan Versa, and part of our valet service is that we'll go to your house, pick up the RV, bring it here, service it, and deliver it back to you. The way we do that, honestly, is we tow a little Nissan Versa behind it. The Nissan Versa weighs less than 3,500 pounds, so we're able to tow it behind every Class B RV, which is really nice. It does have the Onan generator. It also has the 30 amp plug right here. So you plug this cord in and you plug it into a campground, and that gives you power for everything on the inside, like the air conditioner, the hot water heater, the fridge, the shower, everything in here. The 30 amp service will give you power for, or the generator. So if you're out camping like where we're at right now and there's no plug, you just turn the generator on, and then the generator will give you power for everything that you need, which is really nice. All right, so most people really like the idea of the cassette toilet, especially when you're camping somewhere without a campground or a dump station, because what you do is you just unhook it and you bring it down, you unhook it like this, and you can take it anywhere you need and you can dump it. So you just pick it up, you unscrew it, unscrew the lid off of it, and then you can dump it in a toilet somewhere. You can dump it into a bag, and the bag can disintegrate the waste. There's a lot of different options and ways you can do this. My advice is not to let it get too full, because then it's kind of heavy, but it is a lot nicer than trying to find somewhere to dump at a dump station somewhere. And some places charge you, so a lot of places don't even have dump stations, so there's nowhere to really dump. So the cassette toilet really gives you the freedom to go wherever you like. I'm sure a lot of you guys have watched that movie RV with Robin Williams when he goes to dump and it's just junk. I mean, he just makes a huge mess and it explodes and it gets everywhere. With the cassette toilet, you really don't have that. You just kind of pull it, unscrew, and just dump it somewhere. I'm not giving advice on where you're allowed to dump it, on what you're allowed to do. You have ask ChatGPT and they'll tell you where you're allowed to dump it. This is your freshwater inlet. You put a hose there and you can use the water. Because there's a shower, there's a gray water tank drain, and that is right under there as well. I do like that they do give you these running boards, but on the running boards, which Winnebago gives you on all of them, is this little hook here and a hook here. And the reason they do that is so when you have your kids with you and you want to go hike or ride a bike and you want to tie your kid up, so you just kind of put a leash around your kid's neck and you can tie your kid right to the step, so that way your kids don't go anywhere. I might get arrested for saying that, actually. I'm joking. We don't do that to our children. We love our children very much. I always laugh when I see these kids walking through Disney and their parents have a leash on them and the kids are pulling the parents by the leash. No judgment, but I always laugh when I see that. This is actually for your dog. There are dog hooks, so you can put your dog leash on there. When you're close by and here, you can have your dog kind of secured to the step. That sounds a lot better, doesn't it? Not locked to the steps, secured, so that way they don't get away. I like the Ram chassis, right? So this is 21 feet long. It does have parking sensors. It does have LED headlights. It has a digital rear view mirror, push button start. It is every safety feature and every upgrade you can imagine in a ProMaster, these ProMasters have. So when Winnebago is focused on making something, I don't want to say entry level, but making something affordable so that everyone can get it, they didn't cheapen out on the safety features and the luxury of the ProMaster chassis. So adaptive cruise, big nav screen with Apple CarPlay, all of the cell phone chargers everywhere, the push button start, the safety features, everything that ProMaster offered, Winnebago put on these chassis. So that way when you're driving it, you feel comfortable, you feel safe, and you know that, hey, this is a safe chassis. This isn't just your old plumber van that is not very safe at all. These are actually very comfortable, very nice to drive. So I also like the blackout package. You can tell the Ram is blacked out. The bumpers are all blacked out. There's no chrome on it anywhere. They do have a chrome package and a blackout package. And so this one does have blackout with the wheels and all that. So I think it gives it that nice off-road look to it, or that, not that real flashy chrome look. So this is the Winnebago Solis PX. That's the outside of it. We're gonna jump inside. We're gonna pop the pop top up so you can see how many people can sleep up top, inside, and everywhere. And I think you're gonna fall in love with it. One of the best options about this Winnebago Solis PX is the pop top. When it's down, you don't even know you have it. It's just there. You can use this whole RV normal. But when you pop it up is really when you have extra storage and you really don't have to do anything. All you gotta do is unlock it and the hydraulics lift it up all on its own. So doesn't matter how tall you are, how strong you are, how physically able you are, that pop top, just once you unlock it and give it a little nudge, it just goes up by itself, which is great. But then when you pull it down and lock it, it's very safe and secured, and you don't have to worry about it. So if you're taking your grandkids camping one weekend a quarter, two weekends a year, once a year, it's worth having because you have a place for them to sleep. And if you never use it, it's still worth having just in case you do want to use it. You do want to get up there and hang out. You need it for storage sometimes. When you're parked somewhere for a little while, you can store stuff up there. But it's great to have the option of the pop top. I absolutely love it. My wife would make me sleep up there because I snore, and she would say, Nick, why don't you go sleep up top and I'll stay down below, and you can utilize the penthouse suite up there. I always say this is one of my favorite places in all the Class B RVs because it is. This is like a front lounge area, especially in here. There's 4 seats, there's a table, you have a window, you got charger plugs everywhere. You have the big sliding door there that you can open. The fridge is close by. They have done a great job with this front area, giving them 2 separate seats with 3-point seat belts. They can also have child seats in there. They have armrest. So giving really nice seats there, giving this nice table here that is adjustable and that can be used in a lot of different ways. And then both of these seats can swivel a lot of different ways as well. Remember how I said they gave you everything on the chassis? So they upgrade the front seats to leather. They give you the big nav screen, all the charging ports, everything, the digital rearview mirror, everything that ProMaster offers in one of their Rams, they put in this Winnebago Solis. So I love in a 20-foot, 11-inch RV, you have a really nice front dinette area. You know, something else about the PX with the pop top is that this pop top is their brand new pop top they just came out with this year. So in the past, the pop top would just open like this, and then in the front you'd have a lot of room, but in the back it'd be really short. So that way your head would have to be in the front, and in the back your feet would even touch the top of the pop top sometimes, because just the way it was set up. Now, instead of doing that, they not only lift it, but they also lift it like that. So not only it's not like that anymore, now it's more like this. So there's, you know, I don't know, 1 foot to 1.5 feet, 2 feet in the back, to where when you're laying, you actually have room in the back to put your feet, and you don't feel like a little claustrophobic in there. It is open. So there's a fan up there. There's 3 big windows with screens. There's lights. There's all kinds of stuff up there to make it very comfortable. But I really like how they redesigned their pop top to make it safer, to make it more comfortable. And it has the 4 locking things. So it has the 2 locks on one side and the 2 locks on the back. So that way there's 4 locking points on the pop top when it is shut. Like I said, even if you're like, I'll never use it, it's still worth getting it. If there's even a small chance you're going to use it, it is worth getting the pop top, because you have the option of actually using it. So I love this front area. So even seeing someone like myself, I'm a big guy, sitting in one of these seats, you have the seat belts, you have windows here, which are nice. So you have sliding windows here with these magnetic screens. If you don't want this, you can just pop them right down and they come right off, and you can just fold them and store them somewhere. You don't need them. But this is something that Winnebago does give you, so that way you can use it. But you can just put it and just store it right up here, and you never need to mess with it. You know, if it's something you want, it's great. It's there. If you can leave it there, you can leave it up top. You know, no problem at all. But I like this. You can also remove this. There is some storage under your feet as well. You know, something else that's cool about the Solis is that same shower from the back that I showed you can also be used in the front. So that way you can use it to clean off your dogs, clean off your feet, clean off anything that you're using before you bring it inside. You can use that shower. So that shower thing is right here. And what you would do is you would just plug the shower in there, and you can actually use it before coming in the RV. I also like how they put the fridge here. So that way this fridge is accessible from the inside or the outside, depending on how you want to use it. You have 1 10 plugs here. You got 1 10 plugs there. Your battery on and off switch is here. So they try to make it, because they know you're going to be using the outside and inside. You're not just going to be inside the RV, and you're also not going to drive somewhere and jump out and be outside the whole time. You are going to be using both. So they really try to do a great job of kind of bringing the outside in and the inside out. There is a screen here that you can roll down, just like I showed in the back. If you want to leave the doors open, get some fresh air like we are today, you can have these screens down and get that fresh air. So kind of going through the kitchen here, you got 2-burner gas stove, you do have your fridge, and you do have storage. So you got storage up here. Here's some more of those curtains. Storage here, you got drawers that you can store food in and cooking things. Nice big sink with a faucet, 110 plugs, USB ports, and a cigarette lighter, 12 volt. So this is your big bathroom. So in a 20-foot RV, to have a front seating area, to have a kitchen, a bathroom, and the back area like I showed you, pretty amazing, right? They did a great job engineering this thing. But you do have a cassette toilet, and I can fit in here perfectly fine. You also have a shower head that can be showered in here too. I am 6 foot tall, 226 pounds this morning, and I can fit in there. I probably won't dance in there, but I can definitely fit in there to take a shower and to use the bathroom. There is a heater vent in there as well to warm that area up when it does get cold. There's also something here that you can hang your clothes from to dry them, hang your towels, whatever you need. I love how they put the little W's everywhere. So it's another towel holder, or you can put stuff there. Okay, more storage back here. Oh, I found the thing I was looking for. This is the curtain that can go back there that hangs over and kind of gives you the privacy you need. So there's a spot for everything, right? You do have more storage here. This is the front window shade. There's more storage there. But this is the Murphy bed area. So I have had people buy these that are working full-time out of them, and they construct a little desk that folds down. They sit here and they can work like this, or they can stand up and work, either one. You can also find ways to put a little bench here and use this as a workspace. Just kind of depends on what you're doing and how you want to do it. But with the bed up, you have a ton of storage, right? You can leave this bed up all the time and just sleep on the pop top and use this for storage, or you can use the bed pretty easily. So just kind of walk back here, lay the bed down, just like that, and just like that. And now you have a nice, big, comfortable bed. So there again, 6 foot tall, and I fit in this bed perfectly fine. So my feet go there, my head is here, and I have lots of room. So there's room for 2 people and a dog, 2 people and 3 dogs, I've learned. Lots of dogs fit in the bed. They just kind of go everywhere, it looks like. But lots of room here. You have room on this side if you want to get out over here. You can drop your feet and just get out of bed pretty easily. If you want to get out over there, you can do that as well. But Winnebago this year has upgraded their bed to be very, very comfortable. This is called Reprieve. It is very, I mean, this is like a really nice pillow top. It has like a cooling feature to it as well. Now here's some more storage, a nice big storage compartment with some, oh, you know what? These actually go here like this to extend the bed for you. So there are 2 of those things, one there and also one there. So it gives you a little extra cushion if you need it there. But then to fold the bed when you're done. Now look underneath, you have a lot of storage. So even when you're sleeping, there's a lot of storage underneath. So, you know, you can lay it down and store stuff underneath, but when you're done, it's kind of folded up very, very simply. You can keep the bed made up. You don't have to make the bed ever. Oh, you know what? I didn't close the compartment first. There we go. So now you don't have to make the bed. You can leave all your cushions and your pillows and your sheets on it, and you can just fold it up, keep it out of the way. Then when you're ready, you just lay it flat. Couple more storage compartments here. Nice big storage here, your 30-amp plug. I like how there's doors there, but then I also like how there's a net here. So you have big storage there and big storage there. So, you know, they give you some storage with nets, some storage with doors, some storage that you can do from the L tracks that are like right here and right there. There's 4 on the bottom, the middle, there, and on the roof. So that way, if you want to hang something here, you can strap it. Some people put their bikes in here and all that. You can really do a good job of securing your toys here. So they kind of give you this whole area back here. So these became really popular when they were first made. They first started coming out without an air conditioner, and they called me and said, Nick, we really want you to sell this new RV we have called a Solis, but it has no air conditioner. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know if that's something we're going to sell here in Gainesville, Florida. And then they said, check out the pop top. And so, you know, I got up in the pop top and I was like, oh, this is really cool. I love this thing. And I love the floor plan, but we need an air conditioner. So a few months later, they came back. They said, you know what, Nick, we think you're right. We need an air conditioner. So they put an air conditioner, then they put a generator. And now every year they just keep improving and improving it. So the Winnebago Solis truly is the top selling Class B van on the market. When you look at all the stats, all of the numbers, this is the van that sells more than any other van. It is priced lower than a lot of other vans. It is, you know, they don't offer lithium on it. They don't offer a lot of the Fireflies and Garmins and bells and whistles. This is something that is great. If you say, you know what, I've been camping in a tent. I've been camping in the back of my Jeep, and I really want, you know, I'm getting to be in my early 40s, my mid 40s, my early 50s. I'm ready to start camping a little more comfortably. This is definitely a great step for that. This is something that you can take anywhere. You can camp in it for a day, you can camp in it for a weekend, you can camp in it for 3 weeks or a month if you want, just because of the way that it is set up. So Winnebago's done a great job of this, and we're super happy to represent Winnebago. We are a Flying W dealer for the last 5 years. Every year we've sold Winnebagos, we have been a Flying W dealer, and that is one of their top 10% of all Winnebago dealerships in service and sales and customer satisfaction and all of that. Our numbers rank higher than 90% of all the Winnebago dealers. We get this big award every year and this poster and hats and all this. Our team loves it. We always throw a big party whenever we get the Flying W award. So very, very proud of that as well. So this is Winnebago Solis. We will deliver this for free anywhere in the United States. And if you're looking for a pop top that's 20 feet, that's affordable, and that's a great floor plan, lots of good quality stuff, I think the Winnebago Solis should definitely be on your list.